All right, class. I'm going to go ahead and say welcome to the final lecture of this semester. It's been, I'd like to think, a pretty wild ride. I'd like to thank you all for all the time we've spent. Now, for your final, we're going to have one final paper for you. Over the last week, we've had you read our last myth, the Epic of Gilgamesh. We go through the different phases of the epic, starting with the rise of heroes. Gilgamesh, as we all know, the demigod, the oppressive tyrant, and his ancient city was terrorizing his people. To check his pride, the gods created Enkidu, a powerful wild man shaped of clay, to challenge the tyrant. They fought for several days, eventually forming a deep bond of friendship. Instead of stopping Gilgamesh like the people had prayed to the gods, Enkidu turned him into a better person, right? Kind of chilled out, stopped terrorizing his people so much. They then went on various journeys, such as the Cedar Forest, where they went to the Forbidden Forest to slay the demon, and he had cursed one of them to death. Later, being betrayed by the gods, they were sent against the Bull of Heaven. The Bull of Heaven, of course, poisoning Enkidu, causing him to die, foretelling the prophecy, which then would lead into the next arc, the search for immortality, where Enkidu's death really put the fear of the gods into Gilgamesh, and so he sought out to extend his life via immortality. Having failed the test of immortality, he eventually that other method to find the plant at the bottom of the ocean, where he did get it, but then, of course, we all know the serpent then stole the plant from him, allowing it to molt its skin and reborn itself, all the while wrapping up into Gilgamesh, going back to his city in defeat, being unable to obtain immortality, looking upon his great city and realizing that's his immortality, that his legacy would live on through his people and his deeds, and so he has come to be okay with his mortality. So we have the story of opposing forces joining together, going on the journeys, tragedy striking, and then, of course, in the end, acceptance of the whole thing. So my question to you is, we've learned a lot about myths and what they tell about us and what they tell about people and how cultures have used them to justify different things. On this one, we're going to take it a little bit of a twist. I want you guys to, on your last paper, I would like you guys to change the ending of this story. And I want you to tell me, using some of the themes that we've seen through myths and legends, why did you change the story this way? What message would you try to convey to future generations with your ending of the story? That can all be submitted by the online portal. I won't see you guys next time. So it's going to be 5 pages this time. This is the final after all. So 5 pages, and you guys do me a favor and you all have a great summer, all right? I hope you've learned something.
An otherworldly chant seeps up from the ground in an unholy chorus as the fog creeps up from the ground in wafting green tendrils. Tyler's body lies broken in the Cromwell's circle, motionless. The green smoke seeps from between the floorboards of the basketball court, engulfing the large painted Jayhawk. From the depths of the earth comes a thump that shakes the ground, keeping in time with the chant, as if hastening in an eldritch being. This idea these students started with has now evolved into a force of nature, one that will engulf this town in an obsession with success and victory, with no regard for the lives it impacts. Duman, you look down at Tyler's body and you see a incorporeal image separate itself from his body. It rises with the green smoke and drifts with purpose up the stairs and towards the basketball court. Katie, you see your friend V. She is watching the smoke rise. Her face is in an elated shock. She exclaims, "It worked!" And she reaches out at the green smoke to almost try to like grasp it in her hands. Trevor, you are with Katie in this basketball court, surrounded by this green fog, hearing this chant. I think you look over to Damon, who at first looks just as shocked that everything worked as much as V, but then he is catapulted back by an unseen force, and he gasps in shock as his body is now taken over by the spirit that Duman has dislodged from downstairs. He stands up, the green smoke of the fog wraps itself around his arms and legs, imbuing him with its power, and you are now faced with Gilgamesh in this basketball court. I'm going to ask what each of you are doing.
So, in the basement,
Yes.
I'm directly below the court.
Yes.
There's like, are there like, you said there's like ruptures in the floor as like the smoke is rising through there?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna like squat down
Mm-hmm.
and then just like jump really hard up through the floor.
Okay. Are you going to use your brute strength to do that?
I mean, yeah.
I think that you do. Are you going to like Superman punch your way through?
No, have goat horns. I am just going to ram my head through it, and you guys are gonna be like rained in a shower of wood chips as I come up from the floor.
I think so. I don't think you have to roll for that, Duman. I think at this point you have been so taken over by your monstrous form that you easily break through the ceiling of this basement and the floor of the basketball court through the many layers of stacked wood and steel, and you land WWE wrestling style just on this floor. You see now in front of you a Gilgamesh. You can recognize him, but he has now taken over Damon's body. I think also at this time, we are going to see the Cromwells flee the basement. I think that they're going to make their way to this basketball court because while their magic worked, it didn't have the effect that they were expecting. And I think at this time we all see Eddie and Dag join them. I would say they're kind of in a bit of a shock, not really knowing what to do as Duman and Gilgamesh face off for round 2. Katie, Trevor, I think that you two and V, find yourselves way too close to these two powerful beings.
Trevor, I don't know how we're supposed to fight smoke.
Trying to think of something, Katie. I don't know. I look over at Duman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming I just see the monster.
Yeah, I'm just locked. My eyes are just locked in with Gilgamesh.
Has this like touched us, the smoke, or
Yeah, it's like wafting
so
around
it's
your
okay
feet.
to be in contact with it?
I think he's going to kill Damon.
Yeah, I think that looks like what he might be about to do.
I think Trevor looks around the room at like the fuse that's been lit but hasn't quite gone off yet. And he looks at Duman and he looks at Damon and he looks at Katie. He looks at all the monsters standing around. And then he looks at V. What does V look like in this moment?
V was looking very excited about this smoke. She kind of was like trying to grasp it in her hands, and as she did, almost like a snake coiling around her arms and her legs, the smoke wrapped itself around her, much like it did Damon, imbuing her with its magic. But when she hears you and Katie talk about how Duman's going to kill Damon, she almost stops in her revelry and is almost, I think she's sobered by what you have just said.
Trevor looks down. Because just a moment ago, he was pretty bent on inflicting a lot of pain to Damon himself. And I think he thinks about Katie putting herself in between them, and moments over the past semester where Trevor has felt like he has to kill monsters to make the world right. I think I look at Katie and I go, we got to save your friends. I think we can still save them.
Yeah. Look around, V. This isn't going to end well.
She's going to look at Damon and size him up, look at Duman, size him up, and she's going to look at you, Katie, and she's like, "You're right.
Don't do this.
You can't kill an idea, though. This is ours. It's everyone's. Duman, what do you do?"
I'm looking at Gilgamesh. What does he look like right now? Like, is he looking at me? Like, what is he looking at? Is he looking
I
at the
think
fog?
he is looking at you. He has crossed the threshold from amused and into, okay, I have a job to do. Like, he's ready to wrap this up. He's ready to get this done. You have clearly shown that you have no interest in existing with him at the same time. It's time to put you down. He will reach down into the smoke that almost seems to respond to his will, and he will pull up, seemingly out of nothing, his great axe. Damon also looks a little bit more buff than he did earlier. Like, Damon's a pretty skinny emo kid, and now he's looking a little bit like he hit the roids.
This is a perfect place for and then multiple things happened at once.
So I'm like we're like squaring up, and I'm like looking over, and they're squaring up with V, or talking to V, and V's wrapped in smoke, and I see them looking. I assume like you're looking worriedly at me.
Yeah, I think Duman in this moment would probably recognize the look on Trevor's face as like forming a half-cocked dumb idea. I don't know if Enkidu would, though.
Okay.
Like, there is worry there, but Duman is the human Duman would kind of pick up on that.
Okay. So I see him pull his axe out, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna take my spear, and I'm gonna kind of like twirl a little bit and put it tip down, and I'm gonna shove it into the ground.
Okay.
And as I shove it into the ground, I'm gonna use magic, and I'm going to kind of like I've done with like the rocks and stuff like that. I'm gonna like raise a wall between us and the kids. Like, as I slam it down, like the wood shatters and like forms up into a barrier, and then I'm gonna run it.
You're almost making your own like
Arena.
Coliseum
Yes.
arena.
So cool.
I like that.
I'm separating us from them.
Sure. I think go ahead, roll to use some magic, please.
I'm gonna use luck.
Okay.
It was a mixed success, but I'm gonna burn luck on it. I want it to be a great success. I want it to like as I slam, it's gonna like ripple out, creating the wall. It is gonna push it's gonna push them back, not harmfully though.
Sure, it's
Just
kind of
it's gonna like push them
nudging
back
them.
and
Yeah.
like lift a wall between us, and then I'm just gonna run at Gilgamesh.
Perfect.
I think Trevor looks at V and Katie and goes, he's going to kill him. And Trevor's going to turn and try to run around the wall.
To try to get back in to the arena? Or
I think I'm going to try to just see if there's a way to get in, but I'm also trying to start heading towards the magical creatures that are standing in the monsters in this room that aren't Duman and Damon.
Okay.
Currently.
As you run along this wall, you are not really finding any kind of way in. I think if you're wanting to see what's going on, it might be better worth your time to like go up into the stands. But you do see Eddie,
the Cromwell's dad.
and Dag.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going to run to them so they can. I'll be heading that way.
I think Eddie will greet you eagerly, and the Cromwells will, I guess, wait for more information, I suppose. Katie, what are you doing? You have just been nudged out of the way by this rending of earth. Like I said, I would say there's green fog kind of rolling in around your feet. I think also as you have gotten pushed out, V will kind of let out like a desperate, like, no! Meaning she's now out of reach of helping Damon.
Katie is going to, like, because she got pushed a ways a little bit, she's going to get up and basically stand in front of V and between her and the barrier. So stupid. Her candlestick will be down at her side. And she's going to try again to get through to her friend. Just be like, V, Duman will kill Damon. Because that's not Damon right now.
What do you propose that we do, Katie? I know that. You told me.
Okay.
That's why I want to get back in and I can't get back in.
Okay, then help us.
What do you want me to do?
How can we get rid of this fog? How do we stop this?
I don't
know. What is
know.
the point of this?
Once it's an idea made real. You can't kill an idea. It's out. It's a force of nature now.
And what does it do?
It fills people with the feeling of being successful and victorious. It gives them the ability to accomplish anything that they want to do without dealing with the morality standing in their way.
Okay. Do you feel successful right now? Do you feel like you can save Damon? I don't feel very successful right now.
Okay, then what would you propose that we do?
How do we get rid of Gilgamesh? Because I was down in the basement with the Tyler thing, right? Or at one point?
Yeah, I think you saw him die. Yeah, for
You
sure.
saw us fighting, yeah.
I saw you fight. So, like...
I don't think you saw him die. Because you ran
Okay, yeah,
upstairs.
you're right. So,
Because V got
but I
called up
did
by...
see them fight.
Yes.
She did just see the green smoke possess Damon.
Well,
though.
he also... Duman also tried to kill V and you stopped it. Because he
threw a
threw the
spirit.
spirit V. And you blocked it. So you know he's trying to kill.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh is dead.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, because Gilgamesh was down there in the basement with your friend Tyler, who didn't come out of the basement, right? And who did? Duman. And now that spirit, Gilgamesh, has taken over Damon. So he's still here. How do we get rid of him? Help me. Because I don't want you to die. No matter how fucked up what you've done, I don't want you to die. I don't want Damon to die.
Gilgamesh is dead. He's possessing Damon.
Okay.
I don't know how to get rid of a possessed I don't know how to exercise.
Well, how would you succeed if that was your goal right now and you had this fog stuff? What would you do to succeed to get rid of Gilgamesh?
I would hold him. I would hold down the vessel, and I would have to just forcibly remove the spirit. That's and she kind of looks at the Cromwells for some confirmation.
Trevor's over there like big arms, like audibly trying to explain something.
Aliens.
I don't know. I've never depossessed anybody before, but I that's how I would do it. And she, like I said, she looks to the Cromwells, and then she's like, and then she'll run off to the Cromwells to start, because apparently this is now her idea. You asked her for her idea. This is her idea.
Okay, I'm gonna chase after her and join them over with the Cromwells.
I'm gonna punch Gilgamesh right in the fucking face.
Go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
Because I embedded my spear into the thing. I'm just gonna.
I also feel like there's like cool lights and fog coming out from the thing.
The fucking speakers
Yeah.
are just like turned on for some reason.
9 + 3 is 12.
Jesus Christ. What's your extra effect?
Just extra harm. I fucking deck this guy in the face.
Amazing.
Just
Is that what, 2?
3 harm.
3
so
harm.
4 harm because extra damage. My natural weapons do 3 damage.
4 harm. Okay,
Nope, sorry. It is 2 harm base plus the 1 extra. It's 3 harm total. It ignores any armor though.
It ignores harm.
My natural attacks do 2 harm, ignore armor. Yeah,
Okay.
but I do 1 extra damage from rolling.
Okay, because I was gonna say he does have.
Yeah, it ignores armor. I ignore armor, and I just punch him straight in like, that good old anime like where like you hit him in the cheek and the cheek goes.
Yes.
Like and just.
So you just deck Damagesh into
Damagesh.
in the face.
I prefer Gilmian, but yeah.
And he will take his licks, but then I think as he staggers back, he like steadies himself. He'll like embed his axe into the ground, like the tip.
The butt?
Yes, or not the butt,
Like
but
the sharp tip
the
of
sharp
yeah.
tip.
okay, yeah.
of
He
it.
like that's
like,
cool as
he
hell.
like uses it to like right himself from being knocked unbalanced, and he will like. I think what he'll do is he'll use his weight and like spin around the handle of the axe and use it to kick you in the face. So I think you're going to take I would say like how much do your natural weapons do?
Mine do 2.
Take 1 harm. And I think as he like lands after kicking, he'll then pull his axe out and ready his next attack. Beautiful. Trevor, what are you doing?
So as I like put my hand on Eddie's shoulder and give him a little squeeze, I think I look at everybody standing here and I go, I think I know how to get rid of this, but it sounds crazy. So I need you guys to just bear with me. They brought you here to use your power to make this happen. So if that's the case, then we can use your power to make it unhappen. And to do that, as somebody once told me, and I look back and I see V and Katie running up at me, and I'm like, you just have to believe. I see V running up, and I think as I say that, and I look back again to see V running up, I like
Pull your
turn
gun out and shoot her?
I like turn, and I'm like getting ready to like get in a defensive stance.
Yeah. I think she's going to run up to you. How do I exercise a possessive spirit?
She asking me?
She's asking the group. She's asking the group.
I think
No apology on her lips whatsoever.
I looked at the Cromwells. How
That
do
was
you
dramatic.
How do you unpossess somebody? Wait. My thing, real quick.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
V, you guys were going to use. We're cool, right? Like you were going to use these guys' power to manifest Gilgamesh. Am I correct?
We were using their power to manifest the fog.
Okay, and that worked. Obviously.
Yeah.
So my thought is, what if we use their power to unmanifest the fog?
V will look at you, Katie, like,
Okay, wait, hold on. Because Duman did the thing with Damon, right? And like burned a sigil into him, so he's technically under the Cromwell's control. Can you guys like, Patricia? Can you do anything with that? Like, isn't he bound to you?
you guys, V's piping up. You guys keep ignoring me. You keep asking me how to put down the fog. The fog can't be put down. You can't kill an idea.
What is the fog, V? Do you know what it is?
It's the basketball team was doing really, really well, and everyone's school spirit was getting stronger and stronger. We realized that there's power in mass belief and mass excitement funneled into a singular idea. The fog is what we all believe in when we succeed together as a group. That's why we can do anything that we want when we all believe together.
So you were going to use the fog to draw power from to do whatever it was that each of you individually wanted to do.
Yes.
That would explain the green haze that was around Jade and Charles. It makes sense.
Didn't we see the green stuff at coming from Matthew in the hospital?
I think it was purple.
Okay. I think it was green, Trevor.
No, I think if I did John Wick.
John Wick all of a sudden.
But that killed him. It didn't give him any, like, he wasn't swirling in that green energy when we were fighting him. It happened after we overloaded him.
I think that's what happened is he got overloaded. But I think there's more questions than answers. The question there isn't important right now. The question is, how do we kill this idea? How do we kill an idea manifest?
We have to cause the basketball team to lose.
I think Trevor like looks around No, I think he looks around in this moment and is like trying to figure out the answer to this question.
You change it.
What?
You see Dag? He's like looking down at you. He's like, you don't kill an idea, you change it.
Change
You
it.
don't throw out the whole batch of ice cream. You just add a new flavoring to it.
You change it. And I think as Trevor's like trying to look around for any answer, his eyes fall on like a piece of the Jayhawk logo that's been like malformed to make the wall of this Coliseum.
Oh, love that. Duman.
All right, I'm just going to continue kicking some ass. I have a very particular move I'd like to do right now.
What would you like to do?
It's going to be some kicks ass where I'm fighting this guy, right? He just spun kicked me, right?
He spun kicked you using his great axe as a stripper pole.
Ooh, I'm going to use another luck because that was a bad roll.
Drew is burning every piece of luck.
He's getting more bestial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm growing.
How much luck do you have?
One left.
It's
I
fine.
also only have one left.
So as he like has a foot like in like on my face, like he like brought his heel across my face, right? I will grab his leg and I will spin with him, and canonically, since his other foot is on a wheelie shoe, his foot kind of just rolls. And I'm assuming Gilgamesh doesn't know what the fuck a wheelie shoe is.
this is what I remembered earlier. This is true.
So basically, he's on one foot. I grab his other foot. And I just start pulling him like this, so he like rolls unexpectedly on a wheelie, and I'll just grab him and I'll just fucking slam him into the wall that I created.
You can certainly try.
I just got a 12.
Did you really?
I used the luck, yeah.
Okay. What's your extra effect?
I'm gonna say I move him where I want him, and he did a stripper pole, right?
Yep, he did do a stripper pole.
He did a stripper pole, so he's like, so I threw him off there, so the axe is kind of sticking in the ground.
Sure.
I'll reach over and I'll pick up his axe.
Love
And
it.
I'll move where I'll put him me between him and his axe, basically, and then I'll pick his axe up. I slam him into the wall, he kind of just falls there, so it'll do 2 harm. He'll kind of be prone, and I'll grab his axe and pick his axe up out of the ground.
Okay.
It will ignore or not ignore armor.
And then
You just smashed him into the wall. That's what did the damage.
That's fair. Thank you for calling that out. I think when he does that, because you rolled to kick some ass,
Yeah.
I think that before you let go, I think one of the tendril, like you're holding him by his foot, right?
yeah,
His leg.
I'm rolling him along the ground.
The foot that you are rolling or you have hold of, the tendril of the fog will wrap around your arm, and then as you let go, it'll just like peel the skin with it. And I don't know, 1 harm, 2 harm, I don't fucking know.
And then as he's like laying there, after I'm just slamming him, I'm like, Gilgamesh, we just did this downstairs. You know how this is going to end. Stop for 1 second and talk to me.
He's going to do a kip up.
It's really hot.
And like his shirt even comes up a little bit. That's the hot part.
Except it's Damon.
But he's juiced up, Damon. He's Damon doing a cycle.
Duman knows. Duman knows what's in there.
He does a kip up. And then he sees, like, he'll kind of look and see that you have his axe, and he'll throw his hands out and he'll go, okay, let's talk.
The things that you guys are trying to accomplish, a lot of kids have died. That kid you're in right now, I'm killing him right now. You know that body's not going to last much longer. It can't sustain you. It can't stand up to me. You need a body that can actually contain your spirit. And it's not that. Let the kid go.
He'll, like, do the math in his head. I don't have to stay in him forever. I just have to stay until I take you down. And then we can go to Trevor and Katie, and he'll, like, do his little Henry Cavill.
I have an idea. I think Dag is completely right that we have to change the fog's focus. We have to direct it somewhere else. And I think the obvious answer, staring us right in the face, that it was born of school spirit, so we should just let it flow naturally back into school spirit. If we all use these incredible beings' immense amount of power, as well as our power of belief, to redirect this success back into the school, that would give it a place to go.
It could work.
Wait, so we just want the basketball team to win?
I mean, I look at Eddie.
I said that as a joke.
I look at Eddie and I'm like, yeah.
Yo, that'd be really cool.
And
It's a good idea, man. He like claps you real hard on the shoulder.
I think
How do we do it?
I don't know.
Katie just looks at Gertrude. Like, that'll work.
Yeah, Katie, I think it could work. Although it might take a lot more power than what we can drum up. But we can start.
Where could we get more?
Well, we'll just have to get started and see how far we can get. My loves, want to form up a circle? And she and Patricia and Gladys will create a circle. They will wait for your guys' direction.
So we just need people to believe in KU. That's what you're getting at, right?
That is the only working theory I have at this moment, based on the 2 senses that Dad gave me.
There's not enough of us here probably to...
I don't know. I guess that's what Gladys was saying, is maybe...
Well, I have a stupid idea that might help, I guess.
Okay,
Maybe.
I'm all ears, Katie.
What if Sam sent out a message to try to get like a big party on Mass Street to like root on the Jayhawks for their game today? Would that help?
I mean, I don't see how it could hurt. There is a game tonight.
I'll shoot a message to Sam.
You'll shoot a message to Sam to
like get all like the frats and the sororities to go party up on Mass Street in support of KU.
We're trying to harness the power of friendship. The power of heart.
The power of heart!
You send out your message.
I join hands with the Cromwells.
I'm trying, but I'm texting.
You send out your message. Sam says, great idea. No context. You gave him no context whatsoever.
No, I think I put in the text message, hey, get everyone to Mass Street to root for the Jayhawks. The future of the world might depend on it.
Great idea is what he responds with.
So wait, what time is it right now?
It is evening time.
So people are already down on Mass Street.
Yeah, so he should have a good...
10,000%. You guys all stand in a circle.
I grip V's hand.
Dag will kind of look. He's like, should we be chanting something or something?
Rock, chalk, Jayhawk, KU. It's really hard to do that in
I like how the monsters are probably just looking at you guys like you're fucking idiots.
Dag will go, so we're using this power to channel back into the school?
Isn't that what you suggested, Dag?
I said change the idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a selfish idea for us to, for our school to
You all
win
could
the
have fucking cured cancer. You're like, let's let the basketball team win.
But
So
didn't V say that it like makes you go like lose your morals and stuff? Like, there's already not a lot of morals in college sports.
Oh yeah, and if they win like the NCAA championship, it would be a fucking crazy scene on Mass Street.
Roll to manipulate someone.
I have a move called See? It all fits together. When you can use sharp instead of charm when you roll to manipulate someone. Dag, it all fits together. Like I said, the energy was born from the school spirit, so we must return it to the school spirit. 14.
He like looks at you, and he looks at V. You're not V, but you can see that he's looking at your friend. He looks at V and he's like, "You the one stole truffles?" V visibly starts sweating. Like, Yeah. Dag's like, he'll sit there and he like will stare her down and he'll say, "You're gonna come sweep the ice cream store every single Monday evening until your graduation." V's like, "Deal." And you'll see Patricia claps a hand on V's back, like don't forget what else you have to
Mondays
do.
and Fridays.
Her Mondays and Fridays are spoken for now. Yeah, and I think that you guys will stand in a circle. You guys will begin chanting, and I think that's when we will turn to Duman. Let's do 2 or 3 more sets of moves, because that was a little bit of time.
Okay.
You were talking, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not getting out of this. Not until you're put down."
Looks like I'm gonna have to make you see reason. 9. I'm not using the axe. I'm trying not to kill Damon.
Okay.
I punch him in the face, so 2. Or I kick him with a goat hoof, actually.
You kick him, so 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's going to, at that time... you said you had the axe in your hand?
I have the axe in my hand. I don't want him to hit me with an axe.
He is going to also throw a punch at you, dealing the 2 damage. And then he is going to try to do a maneuver around your body to try to grab this axe out of your hand. Go ahead, roll to act under pressure to avoid this axe getting into his hands. 7. So he's either going to get this axe or you're going to take 2 more harm.
He can have the axe.
He can have the axe? Okay. The axe is now in his hands. And he'll like kind of swing it a little bit, and he will meet you wherever you meet him. How do you wanna fight this dude?
I'm gonna run at him, and I'm going to try to headbutt him, have sex with him, bear hug him, spear him. I'm gonna run at him and spear him.
Derek looks like Jack Nicholson from Anger Management right now.
A 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay. I was going to say, why the fuck did you listen to me if you missed that?
You spear him?
Yeah, it's 10. So on a 10 plus, I get to choose an extra effect. The extra effect I'll take this time is I will suffer less harm.
Perfect. It was another 2 damage.
So I will spear him to the ground. Spear him and take less harm.
Oof.
Tackle.
Yep. So I think when you go to the ground, I think his axe might catch you, but it's just a glance. So it'll do like the 1 bit of harm, but you get to
1, so yes.
Yeah, so you get to ignore it. So
as we kind of collapse to the ground together,
yes,
I'll be like, I'm not sure that you're understanding what I was saying, so we're gonna try this again. This body that you're in will not last long enough to take me down. It's not happening. You've made him stronger, but this kid's kind of weak. You can feel it. If you leave these people alone and leave, you can take my vessel. Not a good idea to keep destroying me, because you tell him I'm pretty wounded. I'm like, kill this kid, and you will probably do enough damage to also kill me, and then you'll still be without a vessel, and I'll be dead, and nobody wants that. So if you give me your word, which is the one thing I know you're good for, and you leave these people alone, you can have a vessel that'll actually hold you.
roll to manipulate someone.
I'm going to use my last point of luck.
Ooh.
So running out of luck basically means that you've kind of escaped fate, or you've been pushing it off for up until this point. Mm-hmm. So whatever was kind of meant to happen is going to happen now.
I've speared him to the ground, right?
Yep, he's on the ground.
I will let go of him. Mm-hmm. I will stand up. Mm-hmm. I will put my arms behind my back and just stand there waiting for him. I won't defend myself.
He's going to kind of take his time standing up, will brush himself off, and he will hesitate for a moment. He will check to see if you mean it. Is that what you want?
Honestly, Gilgamesh, I'm just tired. I don't want anybody else here to get hurt.
He'll kind of grasp the axe and like kind of hold it in his hands. He'll kind of like measure its weight. And he'll like walk up to you and he will, I don't know, it looks like he's trying to like work himself up. Like he wasn't expecting to get this far. And he'll look at you and he's like, well, this isn't what I wanted. And he will bend his knees and jump, busting through the roof of the arena out of sight. And as far as you know, far away. He's just kind of Supermaned out of there. Trevor, Katie, you hear a very large crash in the ceiling of this arena. You guys are standing in a circle with the power of belief and friendship. Nothing seems to be happening. And if you guys aren't the one to react first, it'll be V. She will look up and she will say, what was that? And I think she'll leave the circle and go run up the stairs of the arena, check to see, because now the sounds of the fighting have stopped. You guys were hearing punches being thrown, the squeak of shoes and hooves against the wood of the basketball court.
The rolling of wheels.
The rolling of wheels. And now it has stopped. You heard the crash.
Duman, are you okay?
I think like you'll see like the walls of the Coliseum collapse just like into little piles of rubble. Duman will just be kind of sitting there on his knees.
I'll run over to you.
Trevor, you hear a very soft tapping on the glass doors behind you.
Yeah, I'll turn around to look and see.
You see Vanessa tapping on the glass. You notice her, she like will wave and like point down at the bar of the door.
Yeah, I'll jog over there and let her in.
Cool. You let her in and she will. How bad are you looking?
I don't look bad at all.
You don't look bad at all.
I did way more damage to Damon than.
Okay. She'll like throw herself into your arms. She will say, oh my gosh, I was so worried about you. Hugh told me where you were and he asked that I bring help. And she will kind of step aside and Jackie will come in. You will see Harold and Melody Brown. They are walking in with mech suits made out of Legos and sigils.
That's so cool.
Maybe some people you don't recognize, but you can assume are from the Silver Dagger Society. You'll see Sam come in too, and you have a little bit more people in your arsenal to help you with your cause.
Hey, Trevor, anyone? Duman's not looking too great over here. Can anyone help? I got like my hand like over one of his open wounds.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Trevor's gonna grab Vanessa's hand and start running towards Duman.
You and Vanessa will follow Katie. Oh, Sam will join you, Katie, and he will start doing his laying on hands magic Katara move on you, Duman. Try to heal you up.
As he like tries to heal me, I'll kind of shrink down into my like human form and I'll kind of like I'll motion him off.
Jesus Christ, Duman, are you okay?
I look even worse in my human form.
Yeah.
God.
Whoa, you look kind of bad.
Why did you put the wall up? We couldn't help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, don't waste your energy.
Did you get him? Is Gilgamesh gone?
I'm a bottomless pit, man.
Young man, I've seen you do a keg stand. You don't have the stamina to keep up, man.
Coming from you, that means a lot.
Duman just dies. That's the closure Duman needed. It's like, I don't want to be here.
And you're welcome.
No, I've been around for a long time. I know how much my vessel can take. Why are all these people here?
We're trying to like reverse the fog and put it back into the school spirit. In this way, we're to win the national championship.
Well, not specifically. We're just trying to. The fog came from school spirit. We're trying to put it back. And if they happen to win a national championship, yeah, that's kind of cool. But where's Gilgamesh? What happened in here?
You can't destroy the idea, so you reroute it. Smart.
Yeah, we definitely came up with it and totally not the Cold Stone Creamery guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
And I'll kind of put my hand up on Trevor's shoulder, like, it'll be okay. And I kind of look up and just like looking up at the ceiling. He's there. Can you guys help me up there?
Under the roof? Did he go up there?
And I look at the big hole in the ceiling. Yeah.
Katie, grab his other arm, and we'll work together to kind of like pull you up.
As you lift me up, Kate, as you hear, like, you just feel like the bones are just shattered.
Yeah.
It's like a limp noodle.
Okay. Sure, you really don't look all that great right now.
I just need to get up there to him.
I think I'll sling your arm over my shoulder and stoop down so that you can sling your other arm over Katie, and we'll start walking towards the staircase. What happened in there? Like,
I think I got through to him. I think your friend's gonna be fine. Probably gonna be really sore tomorrow. He might have a few broken bones.
Yeah.
I did kind of throw him pretty hard, too.
I slapped him at one point. That's not the same.
He deserved it.
You should tell him not to wear those really stupid shoes.
They're a tripping hazard.
You sure you don't want Sam to try to heal you?
Listen, Sam's got some natural talent. He can't heal this.
I think as we reach the top of the stairs and you say that, I think Trevor stops.
I think I also stop and I like look like because we're kind of holding him, right? Like there's like a look between me and you. I catch your eye, and it's like as he alluding to what I think he's alluding to, like kind of glance. You know, I think the message is conveyed without words.
Trevor, so the door leading out to the roof, I think Trevor's going to like stand up and kind of lean you against the door. And I think he's going to step back and look at you. I trust whatever you're going to do, Duman, but I want to know that this is your decision.
You see, it's funny because for gods, I don't know, what has it been, 6,000-7,000 years? I've always stood up for protected people. I've helped people. I've tried. And people are worth it, and I feel that. But I've always wondered, was that my choice? Because when I was created, I was given one directive, and it was protect the people from Gilgamesh. Protect the people. I think I have a chance to go out on my own terms against their wishes, and I, for the first time, know that it's my choice.
I think Trevor looks down the stairs. He looks from you down the stairs to Vanessa, and he looks back at you. I understand what you're saying, Duman, and I'm not going to try to stop you from doing what you are doing because I want you to have that choice. But I want you to go out there and talk to your friend, knowing that your actions did save people. They saved me, and without you, I would have never gotten to see Vanessa again.
Katie starts to maybe break just a little bit. Like the tears are forming at the corners of her eyes. I know I wouldn't be around if it weren't for you. You know, the many times that you've saved me from all of this and helped me and helped Sam. If this is if this is the way you want to go about it, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'll miss you. And she'll start laughing a little bit and be like, I haven't had a chance to write the final yet.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll do great. Trevor, I'm going to need you to grade those. I know I normally do take the grading part of the finals because I'm always interested to see how they change the story.
And she'll just kind of step forward and give you a hug, but it's a light hug because...
Yeah, and I'll still grab it. Miss Callahan, it's been a genuine pleasure. I've met a lot of people, and believe me when I say that you are an extraordinary individual. You've kind of saved the world today, even in, like, if you don't realize it. So, as I said, this life is a hard life if you choose to pursue it. I know you've struggled with some of the choices and things that we've had to do. I've always found to clear my head, sometimes it helps just to get out there. So hopefully this helps a little bit, and I'll hand you the keys to the hog.
I did not know that's where that was going.
That's really cool.
And he's like, and honestly, I look down. I'm assuming you like still have the candlestick clasped in your hand because you always fucking do.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's a terrible weapon choice. I'm gonna hand you my teacher's pointer. I'm like, Gertrude could probably help you to learn how to use this.
Duman, you feel a small shape wrap around your leg. And you look down.
You son of a bitch.
That's not
You
cool.
son of a bitch.
No way.
Small, stuffed Jayhawk is hugging your leg. It looks up at you, and in its small Jayhawk voice, it proclaims, JJ.
And I'm gonna look up and be like, what is this? Like, what the fuck is this?
I think Trevor gives a laugh.
And it like kind of nuzzles its little soft beak into your calf.
I think Trevor gives like a little laugh and he goes, go out there and save your friend.
I'm gonna pull Trevor into a hug. In the house, there's some paperwork for you, all right? Use it to help people.
I will.
And you know that people aren't just humans now, right? And I'll kind of look down at Vanessa.
I know that more than ever now, Duman.
And then I'll
give him like a pat, like a light pat on the back and open the door for him.
limp out.
Duman, you guessed correctly that Gilgamesh is up on this roof. He is currently staring in the direction of Mass Street. You can kind of hear the hustle and bustle from here. It's not very far from downtown. And like I said, you can see kind of the city glow from up here. You guys are very high up. So you can see a lot, and there is a nice, cool spring breeze in the air. Gilgamesh's back is to you. I think he has his axe to his side. The handle is like loose in his grip, but it's like resting. The weight of it is resting on the ground. I don't think he reacts when you get up there.
Do you mind if we sit? Kind of hurts to stand. And I'll sit down next to him.
You sit. I think he remains standing.
Nice night.
Shut up. I don't want your vessel, Duman. I don't want any vessel. If it means that we have to continue on like this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But also, I do feel like I have to be honest with you. It was a trap. I was going to capture you if you tried to enter my vessel. Sorry, I don't like lying to you.
Like, he'll kind of think, and he'll go, yeah, that would have been a new one for you.
Yeah, but what if we didn't have to keep doing this dance?
What, you mean just end it all?
I mean, technically we're not supposed to be together, but you found a way to circumvent that. And, eventually, and by eventually, I don't know if you've taken a look at this good old vessel of mine. I don't have very long. So, we have a couple of options before us. There's, you let me expire, you win this fight. Again, damn it. I swore if we ever fought again, I was going to beat you. It's just extremely aggravating that that's not going to happen. But that's neither here nor there. You could let me expire. You're going to be reborn again as you always are. Then in, I don't know, 100 years when you inevitably do something stupid that gets you killed because you never make it to an old age. And then I'll be reborn, and then it'll go on until one of us gets bored or desperate and does something stupid to try to see each other again. Almost ends a world. Gives the power to do anything you want to fucking 20-year-olds. Terrible idea. Or
I thought it was worth a shot to get to be together. He'll turn towards you. He's like, okay, what do you suggest?
well, we're not supposed to be together because the gods feared us when we were together because we did what they couldn't do. Ever since we killed that demon that they were afraid of, the gods themselves, together we could do what they couldn't even dream of, which is why they wanted to separate us. You managed to put us back together, if only temporarily, but I don't want it to be temporary either. So what I'm suggesting is we combine our forces one more time to really spit in their faces, because we independently can't die, but if we die together, they can't stop us.
Yeah, the 20-year-olds are kind of a drag anyway. And he will, he'll kind of shrug his shoulders. And as he does, Damon's body will kind of fall back and Gilgamesh will remain in place.
Yeah.
And you see the incorporeal spirit of Gilgamesh. He looks like he did when you knew him. He was a demigod essentially. So he'll look at you, crack a smile, and he will say, "You were wrong though. You did beat me." And he will jump into your vessel. Go ahead, describe what you think happens when the two of you are inhabiting your vessel at the same time.
As he goes into my vessel, I immediately my human form immediately drops. I change into my true form, which is the monstrous form. Much as when I first was created, everything will be very wild and unkempt, and as I stand up, as we stand up, the my features will define a little bit more. I'll my wild hair will kind of shrink in a little bit. I'll grow more he had a very stylized braided beard. My facial hair will kind of intertwine and weave itself. I'll take on a darker skin complexion and just kind of take on his aspects just in the goat form body. As I stand up and look out over towards the direction of Mass Street, I feel at this point in time, my wounds that were open and bleeding and stuff like that, the blood will start to slow and kind of chip away into more a sand texture as my body starts to lose a little bit of its color, and as the wind that's carrying the voices from downtown, the celebrations from downtown come. I figure if you thinking cinematically, if you as this camera kind of turns around, you see a puff of dust as my body returns to the earth and blows away.
And back to the earth from whence you came. Yeah, you will drift away together after a very long dance throughout human history. As you drift over Lawrence, you do see this green or you don't see, but the audience sees in this cinematic, you see the green tendrils of the fog engulfing, like beginning to seep up through the rest of town, permeating through everything that everyone walks through and inhabits. You see, again, the camera will see like high-heeled, sandaled shoes walking through these smoky wisps, almost like not being paid attention to, but definitely being influenced by. Trevor, Katie, what do you do here at the top of this stadium?
I think we, as the door closes behind Trevor, as Duman steps out onto the roof, I think Trevor grabs Katie by the shoulder and gives her like a little squeeze and kind of like starts back down the stairs, meeting with Vanessa. We're going to go back to the court where all of these people that we've met throughout this journey have gathered. And I think Trevor is going to, Vanessa in one hand, Katie in the other, start forming a circle around an opening in the ceiling. We need to work together to channel this energy back into the school. And I think as people are, doing whatever they're doing, he will look at V.
I think what V will do is she'll like nod to you and she will walk to the center of the court that has been demolished by Duman. She still has her hands and legs wrapped up in this fog in like these coils. And she will raise her hands in like a conductor fashion, and she'll kind of look to Gladys, who is the weaver of the three, and she will almost seemingly like pluck a string or maybe pluck one of the tendrils of the fog out of the air, and she will start guiding the fabric of reality to make the basketball court weave itself back together so that now you have the symbol of the school, the Jayhawk, available for you to now channel this energy into.
I think as she finishes and we start connecting, Damon is safe. You can go help him.
She'll nod back at you, Trevor. She'll look to you, Katie, and she'll say, "Thank you." And she will leave to go get Damon. As she leaves, I think you see the wisps around her arms and legs just kind of disappear and shrug off as she leaves to go get Damon.
I think as we're forming the circle and she leaves, as Trevor says this, I think I'm just going to give you your hand a squeeze and he's trying to wordlessly say you saved her.
I'll squeeze your hand back as I take part in the circle. I have my other hand is holding the wing of the Jayhawk.
Sam will take its other wing.
JJ.
And I think as a group,
That's your child now.
Oh, God.
You are married. I think we'll start as a group chanting Rock Chalk Jayhawk KU.
Yeah, I think all of you chant it together. Everybody in Lawrence knows this chant. You didn't realize earlier, but the two members of the Silver Dagger Society that you didn't at first recognize, you now realize it's Parker from the beauty parlor and Rick, the bartender / artifacts dealer. Like I said, Melody and Harold Brown are here in their Lego mech suits. They will form a circle, I think, around the Jayhawk works. I think maybe either Gertrude or Patricia will kind of like stomp their foot a little bit onto the Jayhawk and make it like glow. And the fog, as your voices will rise, I think the two boys that Duman knocked out in the basement will also come up. join. I think it works. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Those guys haven't been here for a while, so
It's good to know that Duman didn't kill them.
Yeah, they didn't. Just
hit 'em with a
they
chair,
have
it's fine.
severe concussions.
Which is why they're like, hell yeah, chant. All right.
Yeah.
Like, guys, we're still doing this? Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do this.
The plan's still on?
Hell yeah.
They don't know. They're just happy to be here. They like see Sam like, oh yeah, we know him. And the green fog will start to shift color and turn from a sickly lime green to red, blue, and gold. Yeah, and I think as the fog turns into that color of the school colors, it will start to dissipate like a dew dissipates in the morning sun. And there's like a vibration or a rumble after your chant. And I think that's like the moment where you know it's done. And I think at that time you hear here in America that can mean two things.
Usually it means both in combination. On the right holiday.
You can assume, actually, Eddie will look to you, Trevor. He's like, okay, you won.
Hell yeah.
He'll like start running up the stairs to the roof.
Yeah, I think I'll follow with Vanessa in tow.
And then you, Katie.
Yeah.
I think everyone will run up to the roof of this.
Just a lot of school spirit right now.
And you can hear the crowd from Mass Street cheering. You can see some people shooting off fireworks off into the neighborhood where it's totally illegal to do, but people do it anyway. And people are going nuts that KU has won the Sweet 16. And I think that is where we will wrap up tonight. And we will move on into our epilogues. Everyone feels comfortable doing that. Duman, I feel like you might be able to start. What's Duman's epilogue?
I'm fucking dead, dude.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. I'm literally just fucking with you.
Trevor, you are obscenely wealthy.
Really? Is that what the documents are?
It's everything I own is left to you,
It's
basically.
just a lot of money. Okay.
I mean, there's some stuff left to like the,
You also
okay.
have to finish grading papers.
Yeah.
yeah, there's something, there's stuff that's like left to like the school and whatnot, like the school at the department I was in, but for the most part, like, I don't know, figure compound interest over, since
Thousands
banks
of
have
years,
existed.
yeah.
Since banks have existed.
Hundreds of
so
Who wants to go next?
I think we see Trevor and Eddie sitting on Eddie's couch in his apartment. Both of them are wearing KU gear. I think Trevor like jumps up, like knocking a popcorn bucket or something over, and like high fives Eddie. Mm-hmm. I think he sits back down. I think he takes a breath. I think Vanessa and I are gonna move to Kansas City.
Oh yeah, dude.
But I want to come and hang out with you every now and again, if that's still all right.
Yeah, man. I'm always gonna be here. Mass Street family, represent.
There's some things I was going to ask of you. There's a vampire in Kansas City named Amelia Truman. I was hoping to have you get more information about.
Oh yeah. Count me in.
I think we Predator high five.
Yeah, you'll
been
Predator high
practicing.
five over KU winning the national championship.
They do win the national championship.
It's very powerful.
We've been practicing.
And you guys have strengthened the Mass Street family for generations to come with your power of belief. Katie.
That's me.
No, it's not.
What do you
Slayer
see?
Katie.
Yeah, Slayer Katie. How do things wrap up for her?
How do things start for Slayer Katie?
How do things start for Slayer Katie? I think that Katie has kind of taken Duman's final words to her, to heart. And I think the first step in that was getting over her very rational fear of the Cromwells. And I think she spent some time with Gertrude learning and trying to understand how Duman's pointer stick works. Mm-hmm. And then I think that she kind of just gets closer with Jackie in the Silver Dagger Society and isn't afraid of what's out there anymore, and takes up or starts to take up the mantle that Duman had in Lawrence, and works with Parker and Rick. And I think eventually she has this moment with V one day, right? Maybe before like school's out. It was kind of weird for a bit between them. So do you want to be like my Willow to my Buffy?
She will like look at you all serious, and then she'll crack a smile, and she's like, all you had to do was ask.
All you had to do was like not try to end the world.
My bad.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I think she kind of leans into
I can't help you slay on Fridays and Mondays.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll join a game.
She'll shake her head, and then she's like, you can do what you want.
Okay.
But Gertrude has a mean poker face.
Yeah, maybe I don't.
I also think that little JJ will become best friends with Lily.
So, just to be clear, I thought the person hugging your leg.
Was Lily?
I thought it was
Yeah.
Lily.
I thought it was also Lily. I was like,
Jackie
you.
wouldn't bring
No, I
her
know
kid
that,
on a
but I was
bug
like,
hunt.
I know, but I was like, what the fuck, Elizabeth?
No, it's the baby JJ. But him and little baby JJ and Lily become little best friends, because what child wouldn't want a living stuffed animal? And Patricia will allow her one domino to be used,
Oh yeah.
provided you do come to one poker game.
It's fair.
What do things between you and Sam? Do we think that Sam's magical healing powers continue?
Yeah, I think so. I think just to leech off Buffy the Vampire Slayer even more, like I have my own little group. I got V, who's the Willow, and Sam's like Xander, and like
You're just missing your.
I'm missing a Spike, but I don't
No,
need a
what was his name?
Oh, Giles.
Giles. You're just missing a Giles.
I had a Giles.
He's dead now.
Okay. Listen, I think how Sam and Katie, I'll leave it like this. They ride off into the sunset on the hog.
He's in the sidecar.
He's in the
sidecar.
He's in the sidecar. Hell yes. Yeah, I think after what you guys have done for the school and the town goes on to fuel a lot of town pride in Lawrence. And if you were to visit today, you can still feel that amount of school spirit that permeates in everything that this town is. Whenever the school wins a football game, they must feed the goalpost to Potter's Lake. There has to be a downtown bash every time KU wins the national championship. I think even the Final Four. And I think that is part of the fog itself still permeating and weaving itself into the fabric of this town. And I think that it is only that way because of you three.
the Wizard's actual people is Drew Burton as Dr. Evren Duman, Derek Dix as Trevor Wolffe, Josh Matney as Katie Callahan, and Elizabeth Rein as our keeper. Thank you so much for listening to Campaign 2. We hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. The next episode will be a Campaign 2 recap swap meet, where we'll discuss the campaign as a whole, including our favorite parts, things that might have been cut, and more. If you have any questions for Elizabeth or for the players, let us know and we will get it asked and answered. Again, thank you so much for listening. We will see you soon for Campaign 3.
Katie, you are sitting on your bed. V is passed out, as per usual. And you are just playing with the cryptex in your hand. You're just kind of like clicking the little sliders back and forth. You have long since stopped trying to figure out what it is. When you shake it, you like can tell there's something in there. You just can't tell what it is. It doesn't make a specific sound. But like I said, it's late at night. You're fiddling with it. And at one point, all 6 rings click into place. And you open it. Within it is a picture of the 2 people you saw in the corn maze. And 2 wedding rings and a key. And when you look on the cryptex, you see the code that opened it up is ASHLEY. Ashley.